3, 2, 1. And thank y'all for tuning in, man, on this week's episode, the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict.
Washington beat the Panthers.
You can't get famous in your hometown.
King Richard.
And let's start the show.
Não levo nem saudade dele. Não levo nem saudade dele. Depois que outro alguém eu encontrei. Não levo nem saudade dele. Não levo nem saudade dele.
I was like, that's not my order. I mean, that was my order, but that's not my name.
The lady at Biscuitville almost spelled my name right today.
Well, guess what, though?
No, not just like that. We're not ready because we normally have like something we're talking about before we get started. And no, it's got to be something better than that because we normally have a really good intro.
Go ahead, do your thing.
And it's got to be organic. And just like that, we're
And
back.
just like that, man, welcome back to another episode of Shop Talk NC. It's your man, 58 South, with my player partners. Please introduce yourselves.
It's your girl, CeeLo.
Shauna the socialite.
B Mac.
How's everybody? How was your week? How you doing? What's going on? Talk to me.
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
knew it.
yeah,
Knew
yeah.
the intro was going to be weird.
Absolutely.
Always. It was good. My week was, I just chilled, did some work, took some classes.
On your lumberjack shit. Yeah.
I am. Stained my deck, the rest of it. Did it. So it's complete now. So I'm excited. It looks
Congrats.
really good.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Shauna?
I went to Two Kings Casino on Thursday because I got invited to go to a winery that was like down the street. And so my cousin went with me. So we had dinner and wine. And then there was like a fire pit and it was really nice. So it was called Vernot, but with a T on the end of it, Vernot Winery. And it was beautiful. They gave us little hors d'oeuvres. They served them. We got like 3 glasses of wine and whatever you wanted to drink. And they gave us 2 $45 bottles of wine for free. So I had dinner for free and wine for free. And it was a gorgeous evening. You could see the mountain and all the sunset. It was great.
What was that?
Catawba, past Charlotte. You know where?
Catawba.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Catawba, yeah.
Is that past Charlotte or before Charlotte?
Past Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah. It was very nice.
Mac?
My week was cool. I had a show Wednesday in Charlotte at Paparazzi. New spot called Paparazzi. That was alright. It was a cool little show. That was pretty much it, man. How the week went for me. Other than that, I ain't did nothing else.
Okay, cool. So a lot happened this week, man. Where would y'all like to start?
Yeah, let's get
Where would y'all,
What did you
where
do?
would y'all like to
What
start?
did you
in the
do?
world? Yeah, how was your week?
You didn't tell us what
How
you
was your week
did.
before
I'm
we
sorry,
get to
I'm
the
sorry.
Shit? Yeah, before we get to the shit.
I apologize. My week was great. I had the pleasure of DJing at Brass Taps on Wednesday night on Battleground. Thank y'all so much who came and kicked it with me and enjoyed the festivities. I filled in for DJ De Niro. Shout out to De Niro.
Shout out De Niro.
Yeah, shout out
Money.
to De Niro. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, Howard.
Yeah, I had a great time, man. I had a great time.
Yeah, you Wednesday you said.
Sir?
You said Wednesday?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Wednesday. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how was the crowd? Because I've never been there.
The crowd was cool. It was
Different. The crowd different.
You got ADHD too.
That
I got
crowd
it too.
different. Yeah.
the crowd was dope, man. Like, everybody, it's a lot of trap music fans out here. I
Trap?
say that.
Trap.
Like
a lot of
hardcore
trap
rap?
music fans out here. So I all right. So
We're gonna ignore that elephant in the room because it's hard for me to do.
yeah. But
Well,
it was cool
Too
though.
much
It was a good
trap
time.
music.
It was a
That's
good
when
time.
fights break out.
It was a good time. It was a real good time, man. But thank everybody who came out. Appreciate y'all.
That's
Shout
what's
out
up.
to Taylor and the rest of the gang over there. Brass Taps, man.
Brass taps. Yeah.
So, are we
Speaking
gonna
of
start?
trap music?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Good one.
Talk about these women trying to trap these babies.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of talking about the baby.
Don't do the Danny like that, okay?
Yeah,
She said the Danny.
trying to trap the baby.
How she trap him?
So she trying to have a baby, thinking that nigga won't gonna be a nigga.
First of all, they already had the kid, so let's
Right.
get that out the way now. The kid is already here,
That nigga.
so let's go forward with we got the kid. Let's go
I got a
forward with
question
it.
for you. Do y'all think do you think that she really didn't know she was a side bitch in this situation?
I think that's a very delicate subject because if you're being allowed to live in the house and you've got the baby and you're there every day, technically if you get a piece of mail, you live there. So I don't know. I think that the baby has his own way of dealing with things, and maybe he wandered out the house for a few hours. We don't know. But then they made a whole spectacle of it, and I think people should stop putting their business out on social media. They could have handled that totally different, like grown-ups. But then again, in his lyrics, he says, "I'm from Charlotte. You know how do, baby."
CeeLo.
I think she's always known what her position was. I think that she's always tried to switch that up. That's why she came out here thinking that her being there was gonna make a difference, so was gonna try to switch him up. But she's always known how she was. She's said it several times, like, I should have listened to what people was telling me. I should have blah, 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 blah. You knew how he was from his other baby mamas. Like, what made you think you was going to be different? If his mannerisms and attitude has always been the same. So what made you feel that you was more important, whether you was at his house or whatever? I'm pretty sure all his baby mamas was in your position at one point. Like, so I just think she played herself. Like, she crazy.
Can I disagree with you, though? Because
Absolutely.
I feel like she didn't play herself. She was playing the role that was being given to her at that moment. They were taking pictures all hugged up and kissy cuddly and all that stuff, and on Instagram and Facebook and all that. And then all of a sudden he switches
He was on whose
Stop,
Instagram?
Mac, chill. Whoa. This ain't our business. Hold on. Let them
Who's-
talk. This ain't our business.
But
Let them talk.
you saw those pictures when she got upset, right?
But this
But,
was
like-
beforehand. It was like for me, from what I saw, it was like they were lovey-dovey.
You never saw that from the baby.
He was in the picture.
You never saw the baby post pictures like that. You never saw the baby
Well, I
put
don't
them
follow
out as a
Mr.
couple,
Kirk,
like,
so
therefore she was just, I feel like she was in a position like she was at that time beefing with the other baby mama. So of course she's gonna post him. Of course she's gonna be like, I'm here with him just to rattle the other baby mama's feelings or whatever. But at the end of the day, you still knew that you was a side chick. You still knew how he was gonna be. You still knew how he was operating, because there's plenty of times in the relationship you wasn't there the whole time and you saw him back and forth and whatever. So you taking pictures and you posting it was out of spite. And you did that because you wanted to cause a reaction.
But they look like they had some, and I'm not saying what you're saying is not true, but they had some professional pictures taken together.
Yeah, they did have a professional with the family photo when the baby was born. So like, you saw other family pictures too with his other baby mama.
No, I've
so
never-
like, what made you think
I don't follow
your
Jonathan.
child was gonna be any? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like she put herself in a situation like you knew what it was from the get go.
I also think that these people are young.
Pregnant by him.
These
how
people
it
are
was.
young though too, so you got to think about the stupid things you do when you're young. You got to
Yeah.
learn from it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying anybody's right or anybody's wrong. I just feel like she thought it was more than what it might have been for him, but that's because women are emotional creatures, right?
Mm-hmm.
And back in the day, if I was their age, I probably would have thought, oh, he's acting like this towards me. He's treating me this way. We're nice to each other. We're doing all this stuff together. We have a baby. And then we're like a small family, even though he's got other children. Now, mind you, I didn't know his track record with his other baby mamas because I really don't care that much about somebody else's life that they haven't asked me for no money to help raise the baby, personally. So I'm
I
not
don't
really.
think anybody really cares about it, but I'm just saying, like,
No, I'm not attacking you. I'm not attacking
no,
you.
I'm not feeling attacked.
Because you're
I'm just
sounding real
saying-
defensive right now.
No, I was explaining a point of view. I didn't feel attacked or.
Okay. I just think that young people do stupid things.
They do.
That's fair.
You included. No, I'm just playing.
Speaking of
I'm just playing.
speaking of young people doing stupid things, Kyle Rittenhouse. My man was acquitted. How do y'all feel about it?
I don't feel about it. I think that if the law actually works, then it worked for this situation. If they said that that was self-defense, then every case from now on that's the same idea should be self-defense, just like it was. As long as that holds true, then it doesn't bother me.
Okay, fair. Matt?
Hey, man, the video that I saw looked like self-defense. I didn't understand what everybody was up in outrage for. Outrage. I was just like, okay, white boy killed 2 white people. Y'all niggas mad for why? And then it was like, oh, because if it was a black dude, you know, the sentencing would have happened. It would have been so much different. I'm like, man, well, get out them white folk business.
You know what I didn't
I
like?
swear to
though?
God, I texted that.
Man.
I texted that same statement to my people in my text group. I said, "Stay out of white folk business."
Folks acting like America ain't been America since America.
Being America,
Crackers
yeah,
took
you know
over
what I mean?
America.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Listen,
Low,
the
I'm
rules
sorry,
is
Low.
different.
I ain't get your take on it. Low.
I mean, I wasn't shocked, but I feel like at some point, where do we like
You flipping your hair and shit.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, go ahead.
just over the whole shit? Like we pick and choose our battles. We pick and choose where we want to like, oh, justice this and that. Like it is what it is.
The part I didn't like was that
There we
fake
go.
crime.
There we go.
Oh, the fake crime.
What fake crime? Oh,
That
when he was
did-
on-
that
when he
did-
was on
Man
stand.
trial.
That-
When he
that-
was on
that-
stand, yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so that didn't even bother me. You want to know why that didn't bother me? Because the whole case itself, I was like, he's going to get off. And everybody would probably look at me like, man, what the fuck you mean he was going to get off?
I never
Yeah.
took it off when he got to choose his
This-
jurors and stuff.
Well, as far as him choosing his jurors, that judge does that in his courtroom. That's not a new thing. He didn't just do that for the Kyle Rittenhouse
He do
case.
that for everybody.
He been doing that shit for 20 years. Yeah.
Oh shit.
He been doing that shit for 20 years.
Damn, my boy. I know a lot of niggas love to have that motherfucker. Bro, I get to
And,
pick my
and see,
own motherfucker.
see how you just said
Saw
that?
that.
It's like, okay, so we are in support of the defense when it's that case, but when it comes to Kyle Rittenhouse, and I hope I'm not fucking up the audio. I apologize to all y'all. I hope I ain't fucking up the audio, but
No, it ain't you. It ain't you. You sitting right here, so how could it be you?
I'm just saying. The issue I had with the whole case was I don't see how we're blaming this kid for all this shit when the grown people that got killed could have just not acknowledged this kid. I'm gonna explain that to all y'all, 'cause I know y'all looking at me crazy.
I understand.
You looking at me crazy? No problem. You see a child with an AR-15. Cool. Me, personally, I'm not walking toward that child. That's not the motherfucker I'm going to go talk to or embrace or engage. But these other gentlemen, that's what they did, right? When I'm wrong, y'all say, hey, man, 58, you wrong. Just stop me.
Art imitates life.
Fuck all the art imitating life shit. Common sense imitating common sense.
They do it in the movies.
I don't give a fuck if you're a grown man or a child with AR-15. Sir, I'm not approaching you at all. You're not the man I'm talking to. At all.
But certain people don't have that fear in them. They want to be heroes.
So
bad.
common sense ain't with everybody. That's what
No,
you're saying.
Correct.
Okay.
White people.
So, I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir.
No, I'm just saying.
Don't
It's
repeat
white
it.
people.
No, I'm not with this.
It's white people.
Because we both noticed he ain't shooting no black people.
Cause ain't no nigga walking up on nobody just walking around with an AR-15.
And this was my other point. I don't like how black people are saying, well, if he was black, this, that, and the third, stop. Let's all look at this shit from a common sense angle, so we can understand that we are not involved in this particular subject. One, his mama drove him to this shit. Your mama ain't taking you nowhere on a school night with no weapons in her car.
She should be
Stupid.
charged. That's what I think. She should be charged.
She should be,
Fact.
but she not black.
She-
We gonna keep this shit on black. Right now, we keeping this shit on black people, cause that's all I've been seeing is if he was black. So we gonna go with if he was black. Okay, y'all follow me? Everybody, we cool?
Go ahead.
Thank you. If he were black, your mama's not taking you nowhere on a school night to do shit, sir. Your mama not taking you to a fucking school dance to do nothing. She not taking you to skate. So I know she's not taking you with no weapons to go nowhere. So miss me with that bullshit ass. Man, if he were black, he would have did all. Your mama not taking you there, sir. When you get second of all, name me one black person who's going to go defend some shit that he ain't got nothing to do with. I'm going to sit here and wait till the whole podcast over.
Well, I don't think we can name anybody.
Hey.
I got some crazy cousins. They wouldn't do that. Auntie ain't going for it.
Hey.
But you know what?
So, I'm sorry. I didn't want to cut you off. I'm sorry, ma'am. Go ahead.
I just feel like
I know you do.
the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Mhm.
And they said that Kyle Rittenhouse's mom is only 38 years old.
What the fuck does that got to do with the price of tea in China?
She's already been punished because her face looks
Stop.
terrible.
We're not going to do that.
No, I am. I did that.
Nope. I'm not going to do that.
She looks terrible.
Because I want to get to the root of why black people are upset. And I'm like,
we're
y'all
black
are
and we're
mad
not
about some
upset.
shit that ain't got-
We ain't got the right to do that. Why we? That's what it is.
I think that's
We
what
ain't
it
got
is.
the
They
right-
feel like they want to be able to walk down the street.
We ain't got the right for
And shoot a
our mama
motherfucker.
to
We wanna be
drive
able to
us
shoot a
another
motherfucker and get
state
off.
and drive us. We can kill some folk and then go back and pick our own jury. We ain't got the right to do that. That's why we mad.
I don't want to shoot nobody in the face.
Okay. So
Pick my own jury.
let me dispel a couple things real quick. Let me dispel a couple things. What did I dispel already? One.
Your mama ain't doing
Pick
that
the own
shit.
jury. That was the judge was already doing that.
Yep, the judge does that. That's what he does in his courtroom. Two, far as the mom taking your ass across state lines and whoop de whoop, we both know black people ain't doing that shit. And three, damn, it was the third one I had. I'm sorry.
That you shouldn't come armed with your feelings only.
Boom.
Come wait, huh?
Yeah, thank you. She know what I'm getting at.
Gotcha.
Okay, so the third one is if all you are armed with are your feelings against an AR-15, sir, ma'am, you and your feelings are going to lose. Stay home with your feelings. I was not mad at that young white man because he shot some other white motherfuckers that jumped on him. Like, man, God, this nigga had an AR-15 gun. What the fuck you thought about it happening to you, man?
The whole little situation even pop off like.
What you mean? They attacked that man.
He was walking down the middle of the street with his AR and his hat on. I just added that.
Made
in, but
it very plain who he was and what he was about. I'm
he
sorry, I
was
didn't mean to cut
saying
you
that
off.
you're fine. He was saying that he was there to like protect the streets, but the argument was that I heard was that how are you going somewhere else that you don't own any of that land because that's another state. You don't even live
None of
there.
that shit.
How
You
are
ain't
you
even from here.
protecting something
Yeah.
that's not yours and
Yeah.
you have nothing? You're not even fighting either side of the
Yeah.
protest.
Yeah.
So it's not for you to be. So that was the argument that I heard that's why he should have been found guilty because you can't do that. He said was 17 and he didn't have a gun license. The gun wasn't registered to him, and he shot people. So that's why I feel like people are saying that he should have caught some kind of a charge. Now, the one person that I heard saying that, they were like, if that's the case and regular citizens, even underage citizens, can go police things, then why do we need an organized police situation at all? Why do we need organized police officers if we're letting citizens go out and shoot people
Vigilante shit.
to defend
Yeah,
the
vigilante shit.
Cause that's a good old white boy, and you niggas
Good
are
old
not
boys.
gonna stop us white folks from doing
cannot.
what we do best.
nation? I am not racist.
So we are all in agreement that this is white people problems. We're gonna stay out of white people problems. So next.
No, it's a United States problem.
Yeah, it's a United
It
States
is.
problem. United States problem.
Straight up. Next though, what y'all had next, man?
Cookies.
Oh, you want to talk about Dolph?
Yes, rest
Wanna
in
talk about
peace.
Dolph?
Yeah, let's talk about
All
him.
right.
Let's talk about
about
Rest in
Dolph.
peace,
Let's talk about
Dolph.
Dolph.
Talk
then, man.
about
Let's
him.
talk about Dolph.
CeeLo, you want to start?
She been mighty quiet.
So no, is that enough? Is that enough? Is that enough?
He says that because I didn't know who Dolph was. Okay, I had to Google him
Mm-hmm.
to figure it out. But
I mean,
rest
he's
in
not like a
peace.
politician or nothing, so I get it.
Yeah, I've never heard his music.
It's not a problem of yours.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear it everywhere you go now.
I have. That's all I hear.
Shady.
And then I hear like these videos and quotes that he was saying and how real he was to the streets. But you know, I don't think he deserved to die from going to get no cookies. But I also
Okay.
listening to what everybody has said about him. If you have had numerous attempts on your life and you know that and things have been going on, like your security and stuff should have been a little tighter. One man ain't gonna do it. Period. I would have had a whole squad.
I got like two different feelings, like two different situations in my mind. I feel like when he came back to Memphis, because he lives in Atlanta, I do believe, when he came back, he was only coming back to hang out with his mom and his family and to give out turkeys to the community.
Right.
He was giving out like a truckload full of turkeys. Damn. I would have taken every last turkey back. If my mama, I would have told her to take every last, as a spirit, coming back to talk to her.
I was about to say, how you gonna tell her?
Take every last turkey back. These people don't appreciate me. Number two, and it's kind of conspiracy theory-ish. Why did his mama tell him to go get cookies for her? And all he had was, what, like 2 cookies, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
Might have been
Okay,
good.
why? It was the story that I got was that his mama said, "Baby, go get me some cookies from Makita's," right? That was the name of the bakery.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Makita's.
Yeah.
And so I don't feel like she didn't need those cookies. Now I don't know if it's conspiracy.
So you blaming the moms? You blaming?
Yeah,
you blaming the
I'm
moms?
kind of blaming the mom because
blame the mama
maybe
for having
maybe
an appetite.
mom set him up.
Damn.
She wanted
Maybe
some
mom
cookies.
set him up.
So you think the mom set him up?
I think
to
the
get
mom might have
killed?
set him up.
Was she on the insurance policy?
See, that's what I always think ahead of stuff. She might have been now. Because, mind you, I wouldn't have driven all of his cars are wrapped in that camouflage stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
I would have drove the Honda that was out in the backyard and went and got the cookies.
She said the Honda that was in the backyard.
The Honda, that silver Honda, everybody got one in the backyard.
But
I would have drove that.
You just can't be riding and then when you big time rapper.
So
know,
if you got
an
beef with
image,
other
you know.
people, even if it's imaginary or not, Soldier Boy or Yo Gotti, if you got beef with people, you don't need to be out, especially in your hometown, because you know most of your haters come from your hometown.
I agree.
True.
I agree with that.
Hey,
Number
squad
one,
tight.
hypnotized with hate, like as Boosie said. Hypnotized with hate, nigga. You grew up around here, and then you want to just be showing off.
And you
all
made it,
around.
yeah.
Hey.
So the beef that I heard that he had with Yo Gotti, which was kind of an invisible beef, was that he was claiming he said he was the king of Memphis. But
sorry.
Yo Gotti had already been calling himself the king of Memphis. And so then he had said that Yo Gotti had tried to sign him. He went from being my number one fan to trying to sign me to become my number one hater.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that was really the beef.
No, it was.
I know he ended up betting the mother of one of Yo Gotti's children. You know what I'm saying? So that might have been.
I'm a Yo Gotti CMG fan. I never really fuck with that nigga.
I have
music.
a picture with Yo Gotti.
You ain't fuck with Yo Gotti music?
Dolph music. I was a Gotti fan. Like I
Okay.
was CMG. I was a Gotti. When he was here, you know, when they were beefing,
I get it.
fuck that nigga. You know, it's fucked up. It's sad, you know what I'm saying? The nigga he lost his life and shit, like, trying the situation. But it's like, I agree, man. Like, bro, how many times you been shot at?
Right.
Like, it's crazy, but I'm saying, I wish his security level had been up more.
I remember saying, keep that shit in Memphis and leave that shit out of Charlotte.
Yeah.
When they did
'cause
that shit. Like,
shit
bro, we
damn
ain't got
sure
nothing to do with
was-
that,
yeah.
partner. Like, us regular folk want to have a good time. You leave that shit where it's at.
You want
Like,
to go CIAA?
yeah, hell yeah.
Let y'all niggas come down here
Yeah,
and shoot
yeah.
and shit.
Don't do
That
that.
was the one that got the van shot up?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
CIAA?
That was him.
Outside
That
the
was
W?
Dolph.
100
Yeah.
times.
Oh,
yeah.
I remember that.
That was Dolph.
I remember
Yep.
that. But what was the beef with Soldier Boy and him? Because Soldier Boy put out $100,000 on his head on a video that I saw.
It was-
They had a beef
It was
until-
okay. So that whole issue was who was actually independent and who wasn't. So that's what started that whole thing.
Soldier wanted to be the first rapper to
So
be.
that was for real beefing with that? I thought that was just some
Play.
internet, trolling and having fun.
Soldier
Well,
Boy pulled out
well,
$100,000
well,
on camera.
well,
It was
what
just
I
like,
know
you can
is-
find him.
They had a back and forth, and now this nigga dead. You know what I'm saying? So it would easily be seen
Damn.
to somebody who don't know nothing about nothing that
Yeah,
this shit has something to do with something.
So-
Kind
But
of looked like Soldier Boy body in the camera. On the camera.
Soldier ain't that tough. Soldier
at all,
Definitely is.
at all.
What if he
At
just
all.
all of a sudden got tough though?
ain't. DeAndre Cortez way is not about to be doing that shit. Okay.
And shout it we all the way turned up.
Hey.
All the way.
Right on, right
That
on.
nigga is
But
purple
anyway,
swag, and he
Anyway,
I think it's a travesty that man was killed going to get cookies for his mama.
What kind of cookies y'all think she was getting?
well, he always get chocolate chips. and a
Chocolate
cup
chip.
of
He
ice
always
cream.
had two
Chocolate
chocolate chips
He
and
get the same
a
thing every
milkshake.
time. The lady said that shit already.
Two chocolate
Damn,
chip cookies and a
chocolate chip
milkshake.
cookies. Hey,
A
man,
cup of
chocolate
ice
chip,
cream.
They're my favorite.
Thank you. And a
Chocolate
cup of
chip.
ice cream. Yep.
2 chocolate chip cookies and a cup of ice cream.
Yeah, in his hand. He had him out on the.
Well, look,
Man,
since
I
we
ain't
talking
mad
about
at
Dolph,
that shit.
Socialite, what
I'm gonna have
music
some
you got
cookies
for
and ice
us,
cream
man?
tonight.
I have been listening to Juice Jones.
Really? That's the homie. Listening
Yeah.
to the homie.
I've been
Okay.
listening to Juice Jones. He's North Carolina native, I want to say. Maybe he's from New York.
I was going to say, he been
He's
here
from
for a while.
somewhere up north,
Yeah.
but he's been here for so long. We
Yeah.
love him. Juice Jones, I've been listening to your music. You're awesome. You need more people to push out your music because you're doing a great job.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Y'all?
Joose.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Juice Jones. I have to spell something every time we have a show.
She the teacher.
Yeah, I've noticed this.
Matt?
Man, I've been looking to the groovy, funky sounds of Silk Sonic, man.
This
Groove.
bitch.
Paying a rent.
Paying for trips.
But when the other boy just laid on the ground, what's his name? Pac Anderson?
Yeah,
Anderson Paak?
Anderson Paak. But when he came back into the screen and goes, this bitch.
I just couldn't
love
believe that he
shit.
laid on the
I
ground and
love that shit.
committed
I love that shit.
to like,
What's your favorite song? What's y'all favorite song off the album, though?
I don't know any of the songs on the album.
I can't give you that. 'Cause it's too new for me to.
After
be able
Last
to
Night
know
is
the
my favorite
songs
song
and
on the whole
shit.
album.
It's too. I don't remember the names of the songs.
Bootsy Collins is on this album, so I'm already a fan
That
of this
shit
whole
was dope
fucking
as
album.
hell.
I'm a
Him on
Bootsy
the
Collins
intro,
fan.
After
that
last
man.
night, I think I'm in love with you.
Bootsy Collins on there. That
It's
is
a really good album.
It's
good
dope.
It's
mushroom,
really good.
getting high music, just getting.
Oh, you
funky,
trying to come
baby.
over to the mushroom side of things?
Get funky,
Okay.
baby.
Say
I'm
no more.
Really trying to get
Hey,
groovy
man,
for a little while.
let's get
baby.
groovy. God damn it, let's
I
get
don't
groovy.
do the
Take a
drugs.
funky time, baby. Funky
Groovy
time.
that way,
Don't do the
like,
drugs.
The drugs.
Shit me.
Do
Shit
the
me.
natural stuff, baby. Get real funky and groovy.
Yeah.
What is that? I don't like the drugs, but the drugs like me. That was Rob Zombie, I do believe.
What?
That was a Rob Zombie quote, I'm pretty sure.
Low?
I've been listening to Silk Sonic, and like jazz music. I've just been on a different
Who? What particular jazz
like
artist?
instrumentals. Nobody in particular, just different jazz instrumentals.
I like jazz music more than just instrumental too, versus jazz music with the words. I enjoy just the music, like the instruments, way better than to have somebody singing on a jazz tune.
I was in a jazz band in high school. I played the trumpet. Swear.
You was in a
I
jazz
really
band.
was. I was in the pep band, marching band, jazz band, symphonic
The
band.
jazz,
That's what's up.
The music is so like just pushing a different vibe, but it's good if some people can really play. It's really dope.
That's what's up. Freddie Gibbs, Jadakiss, Black Illuminati. I've been listening to that. That shit dope. Rick Ross featuring 21 Savage and Jasmine Sullivan. I forget the name of it, but the song is so dope. I've been listening to it all week. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it, man. That's where I'm at. As far as things you need to be watching, Mac, what you got?
Man, that damn King Richard, that Venison Surrender movie, that shit is fucking long as fuck. Long. It's bitch like 2 hours and 30 minutes.
I did see that. I had
But it's dope. And Will Smith, like the two girls and Will Smith played them. They did phenomenal. The girls look just like they did when they was little kids. And Will Smith did a hell of a job playing that nigga daddy. I thought that nigga daddy was slow at one point because I hadn't, seen from, listen to how Will Smith talking in that motherfucker. Like he said, you are Venus Williams. You hear me? Your name is Serena Williams. You gonna be pro. This was all my plan. I planned for this to happen this way.
So you had a lisp?
No, that's just how he would talk. And he would stop just like that. He wouldn't say shit else. He would just lead the conversation just to fuck like that and walk off. But it's dope as fuck. And then fucking Tiger King, man. Let's talk about that.
Make
shit,
sure you say
man.
Tiger King season 2.
Season
Tiger
2. It's
King
like,
season
man,
2.
Shit. Who going to jail now?
Everybody going to jail except for Jeff Snow.
Jeff
Hey, wait,
ass should be the main one locked the fuck up.
Did Joe go to jail after the first season episode?
Nah, he went to
No,
jail
he went
during.
before.
During.
No, he
during.
went. He right before it dropped. He went because he didn't get a chance to see himself become famous. And that's what he was
Okay, so
upset
he went
about.
right before it dropped. So these niggas definitely going after this shit dropped because ain't no fucking way all these.
Yeah.
Everybody except Carol Baskin.
No,
Hey,
she
but-
going too. She going
Shit,
too.
nah, Carol
They gon-
Baskin's ass
those
about to
daughters, her
Carol
daughters.
Baskin's ass about to skate, cuz.
Don's daughters are pushing so hard for them to find his body, and because he
Yeah,
didn't go.
Shout
to
out,
no
to,
Costa
shout out to,
Rica.
shout out to
They
Don,
gotta
shout out to
find that
Don's
nigga body.
one daughter, the one
Which
that,
one?
the one that they keep showing. Like, shout out to her.
It was like 3 of them though, but they are
Yeah, but
like
they keep
they're like
showing
he
the
is not
one.
in Costa
I ain't
Rica,
got no problem with it.
and that woman killed him and put him in a meat grinder.
Hey, but Joe, like, he kind of like was telling the truth about how like he said he called it out. He was like, she got me. Now she going to get this motherfucker.
Every zoo.
And then she was like, it's
Yeah.
gonna be her, and then Peter gonna follow right behind her ass. And shit, exactly how he said it.
Yeah. I would like to say for King Richard, though, I applaud Will Smith for working through his depression and all of
think-
his adversities.
I think that movie
With
was
Jada.
out before Jada did all this other shit, though.
Well, she was entangled probably
Like, true,
before
true,
that.
true.
So I
Hey,
think
man, I ain't know that nigga got his ass whooped a lot, bro. Like it was at one point in the movie where he was like, this world ain't never had shit for Richard Williams. He was talking about how his whole life he just been beat on and shit by motherfuckers just getting his ass whooped. And then I thought like he was like supposed to be like an OG in Compton. That's why the gangs and shit used to leave them alone. Nah, they was beating his ass at fucking first, and then one nigga died. And after that, they was just like, bro, you good.
Oh, he forgot to say spoiler alert. But yeah, spoiler alert.
No, there ain't no
I
spoiler
haven't
alert. This
seen
shit
it.
for real. This
I
shit
haven't
happened
seen it.
already. The outcome is, hey,
That just
Venus and today is Venus and
Yeah. So anyway, sports talk. Low.
Wait, I did watch Paid in Full, so I feel like I need
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
we done.
nah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, I
Congrats,
did.
congrats.
Yeah, I also watched Shang-Chi.
Yeah, don't know about that.
Shang-Chi is like
Yeah.
another Marvel movie. It's kind of Wakanda-ish, but they're Asian people.
Oh, so
And
China. Okay.
Yeah, so but instead of like vibranium, they've got some kind of metals and they made rings out of
Chinese. Yeah.
It's really. I didn't want to watch it, but some of my guy friends made me watch it.
Well, we'll watch that for this next week
Shang-Chi.
coming up. Yeah.
In the 10 rings.
BMF.
That shit is fucking amazing. BMS.
You
serious
can't
nigga.
stop the rain.
You
You can't stop the rain. You can't.
When it starts to pour.
Golly.
See it.
Anyway, sports talk. Low. Sports talk. 'Cause we gotta get up out of here, man. Sports talk.
Washington beat Carolina today, you guys.
They did.
You see how she touching me? She's touching me. I don't like her touching
Football
me.
team won. The
I don't like her
Maroon
touching
team
me.
Throw them W's up. You know
I
I'm
don't
excited.
I don't like you touching me.
Don't be like that.
Shout out to them Hornets though. We got a better record than the Celtics.
Yeah, them Ravens won today too. Just about to throw that out.
Shout out to Cameron too. I appreciate you
I'm
coming
sorry,
back.
who?
Cameron.
Cameron Newton.
We lost. She just
It
said
does.
we lost.
I just said congratulations for coming back. I didn't say about winning.
Oh yeah, Cam is back, man. He, and y'all look a whole lot,
Lot
fucking
better.
better without Sam back there.
Dog
Hey
down.
man, I don't do
Should've
more
never
victories.
gotten rid
I
of
don't do
him.
more victories.
Should've never
Y'all
gotten
still
rid of
took
that
that
man.
L today, but
Should've
yeah,
never got
welcome
rid of
back,
Cam.
Cam. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Cam.
I don't do more victories, but thank you.
And you know, Carolina, we took an L yesterday though.
Yeah,
so
we
know
lost to
that.
Purdue.
Yeah, y'all
Basketball wise.
Yeah,
did. Y'all
we did.
lost. Y'all lost. How many points y'all lost by? What was the score?
It
Enough.
doesn't matter.
1 on 100. We lost by enough.
Nothing for you to be concerned about.
Hey yo.
Worry about your Duke
Hey yo.
team. How
All
about
you
that?
Sean. You good?
Yeah, sorry.
My G. Nah, I fuck with you.
Oh.
Defend us. All you Sean Porter fans, fuck y'all. That ain't Errol Spence. Terrence Crawford ain't gonna do that shit with Errol Spence Jr. Man,
Yeah, he
everybody
gonna
know that.
Beat
You
that
know
shit
what I mean?
nigga worse. But he announced his retirement too, man. Right after that shit,
Who?
dog. Porter last night. He
But
announced,
he knew better.
He announced his retirement.
Yeah,
after
he
the
knew
fight.
better. Yeah,
Announced it, yo.
he knew better. Yeah.
Announced
But
that
Terrence
shit.
Crawford
Damn.
against Errol Spence Jr., that ain't gonna go the way y'all think it's gonna go. You know what I mean? So let that shit fester. Let that shit fly. Let that shit go.
It
Shorty,
ain't,
y'all good?
it
Y'all,
ain't
hey,
gonna
y'all
go
good,
the
man.
way
Y'all
people
good.
think it's gonna go because Spence gonna keep
Hey, man,
running.
appreciate y'all.
Whatever.
Spence gonna
What?
keep running.
Love the bleep, 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 ever.
He gonna keep running from Crawford. He don't want none of Bud. He
Who don't want on the bud? Errol Spence Jr.?
Earl.
Nigga,
Are you
Earl
saying
want
Royal
all
or-
the smoke. Every bit of it, cuz I'm
Boy
here to
named
tell you
Earl.
right now, partner.
His name is Earl.
Boy named Earl.
Oh.
Boy named Earl.
Spelled
Excuse me,
O-I-L.
his name is Errol Spence Jr.
Errol.
He's undefeated
named
and he
Earl.
gonna beat the
Mama
fuck
call
out of
Earl.
whoever the
'Cause
fuck
you can't
be mad
read.
talking about, man.
He can't read.
Hey,
Anybody who know me,
Bud.
you already know I rock with Errol Spence Jr., man.
Bud.
D-Town Boogie, what's happening?
Bud.
Dallas, what's up? You know what I mean?
Bud.
Bud my ass.
Bud.
Bud get smoked. You know what I mean?
Bud.
Bud get smoked, cuz.
Bud smoked that boy last night.
Bud
boy.
get smoked, cuz.
That nigga
Yeah,
was
so
mad
what did
last
we
night.
learn today? Fuck what he talking about. What we
Earl
learned
Spence
today?
still
Wait,
running from
can I
I'm
just
sorry.
bring up one
Yes,
more
ma'am.
thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we just talk about really quickly how Kamala Harris became the president for an hour and 25
Okay, go ahead.
minutes?
Speak on it. Speak on it. Speak on it.
I feel like we need some politics, some poli-sci stuff going on. President Biden had to have a colonoscopy, and he was put under anesthesia.
Got his ass checked out.
It's a responsible procedure
Yeah, got his ass checked out.
for an hour and 25 minutes. And before that, he turned over power to Kamala Harris.
While I'm getting my ass checked out,
while
you
he
the
was under
president.
anesthesia. So she was the president for an hour and 25 minutes.
While I'm getting my ass
And
checked out.
nobody really knew that.
What did she do with that hour and 25
We don't
minutes as
know. That
president?
could have been dangerous. That's what I was talking to him about. That could have been dangerous because she technically did not have to relinquish power back to him because she was the president. So that could have gone terribly wrong or terribly right for her, depending on which way you want to look at it.
How old are you that a colonoscopy got you where you might check out? I might go and take.
Well, I mean, it ain't got to be how old you are. It just got to
He
be
was
what
under
position you in.
anesthesia.
You know what I'm saying?
Did he need anesthesia? That nigga fall asleep every 5 minutes.
Have you ever had a colonoscopy? Have you ever known anybody get one?
Not heard of people getting it.
Yeah, my mom and my dad both have had them. And, you have to have somebody go with you. I was always the designated person to go. And when they come out of it, they're groggy. There's a whole bunch of gas happening because they basically fill your colon up, your anus up with air so they can go look through it for polyps. So it's a real procedure, and it's necessary for everyone to get them by, I think, 40 years
I
old.
guess after 40. Yeah,
Mhm.
after 40.
So let's be responsible. But I do appreciate that Kamala
Yeah, nigga, that mean you going to get one too.
You ain't blowing no air in my ass.
Was-
I'm tell you that right the fuck now. Ain't no way in there. You ain't blowing
was
no air in
technically
my
the
ass.
47th president for a hot minute.
The first woman president.
First
Congrats.
woman president.
Congrats,
first woman
congrats to the DA.
of color president.
Yeah,
I don't
she
even-
did less than
shit.
Obama did. I ain't even damn fuck that.
But did you guys know that though?
No, I did not know that though. I didn't know that.
I had seen
That's
it,
what's up, though. I
but
didn't know
I
that.
ain't too
Didn't
hot
know.
on Kamala, whatever her
Oh,
name.
you don't like?
I didn't like her prior to her getting into the office. So
Why?
What'd she do?
I mean, her just track record of how she was prior to
Locking us the fuck
locking
up.
people up and black people, and then all of a
Doing her
sudden
job.
she never.
Right.
No,
DA.
that
Her
ain't
job.
even
DA.
it. And she
Yeah.
wasn't even identifying herself as like an African American, like prior to her being run, and she always classified as an Indian or whatever her mom.
Her mom is
like,
Indian. Her
yeah.
dad is Jamaican.
So like she didn't even claim that. It was only when like when
Technically,
she
she's not
started
African
to
American.
like represent or that she was getting on the ticket, like then everybody was like, oh, she went to a HBCU and she's an AKA, so that's our sister and blah 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 blah. I
Take
wasn't
that
rocking
sister
with
stuff
her.
seriously.
I get it.
Yeah,
I
wasn't
get it.
rocking with her, so
Yeah, I
like,
get it. I
I
get
mean,
it.
great for women. Like first, that's pretty dope, but all the other stuff.
That was like the most important part, though, wasn't it? The
Grateful
woman
and
part.
then-
It's just
Damn.
like, I wish it would have.
The one part you care about.
The
you
one
like,
that was
"Ah."
the best part.
Like, damn.
So,
As a woman, thank you.
so
Come on.
what did we learn this episode?
I learned that Errol and Bud might be the same person, or they're
No,
different
hell
people.
no. Fuck
Oh, they're
that.
two
You ain't
different
learned that. No. no.
Okay, so I feel like they were in competition, and that
Errol is better than Bud.
Carolina
Errol is running
lost.
from- Yeah, you
both
learned that. You
both
learned
teams
that.
lost.
Didn't
Yeah,
nobody
you
tell you
learned
to
that.
speak on that, D-Mac,
She's
okay?
saying what she learned, and that's what she
That's
learned.
because I didn't know, so you have to say what you
Yeah.
learned. I didn't know that
Carolina
Carolina,
Panthers
the other
and
people
the
lost.
Carolina Tar Heels lost. That's
I
what
also
she
learned that you should not
Don't-
go
don't-
get
don't jump on him.
cookies
Don't jump on him. It's cool. Don't jump
in
on
the
him.
city that you're from if you're famous and you got people putting money on your head. And don't drive your car that's wrapped up in it, and have more than one security guard, because you should have a security guard that's like a sheriff or something. That's what you were saying. Don't say it. Please don't say what you said before. Yeah. So I also learned that, and then I learned that we are an amazing group, and I think that we have different dynamics, and I appreciate every one of your opinions, like 58 always says. So yeah, I just want to say that.
I like how you took what I was gonna say and used it against me. It's cool.
Because I'm nice today.
After last night, I think I'm in love with you.
Karaoke killer coming out.
Karaoke killer coming.
I think that Bruno Mars is a genius, personally.
Anderson, man.
No,
look,
no, just-
Sonic.
So
Sonic.
what they did was they went from being all lovey-dovey, and the beginning of a relationship is all lovey-lovey. You can't see anything wrong with the person. Now the relationship is going through problems,
And that's the
and
best.
they're-
That's the best music.
and then they're gonna know. But then they're gonna finish it out. Either the relationship is gonna go towards marriage, or they're gonna break up and find somebody else.
Yeah. Next,
So yeah, the albums tell a story,
Next.
which is deeper than anybody else has ever done.
stop spoiling it. They got to listen to it. Next, who else?
I too learned that
Lauren. Okay.
learned.
What's that mean?
I learned.
Oh, okay.
Errol Spence ain't shit.
Boy, I'm gonna kick
Tar
you out that
Heels
fucking
lost.
chair. I'm a boy.
I did not know the Tar Heels
I'm gonna
lost
kick him
to
out the
Purdue
chair.
yesterday.
I'm
but
gonna
I
kick him
learned
out the
that
chair.
today.
I'm gonna kick him out the chair.
It's a great
I'ma
Lost
kick
lesson.
to
him
a
out the
chicken
chair.
company. That's
I'ma
pretty
kick
terrible.
the man out the fucking
Boom,
chair.
boom.
Jump on the bandwagon with see,
Boom,
you
boom.
see how she
58. Did you hear what I said?
said?
I said they lost 58. I said they lost to a chicken company. Purdue.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm gonna get this nigga to Shawn Michaels.
What else did I also
Sweet
learn?
chin music. It's coming.
I think those are my biggest takeaways for today, man. That I learned. Yeah, I think that's my biggest takeaway.
I do want to say before, I'm sorry to interrupt anybody. I do want to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone because this is going to be this week. It'll be too late. So I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Thank you.
You don't need to post your plates of what you're eating. We are all eating the same thing.
No, we're not. But
We are all eating the same thing.
I mean Boston Market. We know not all eat the
They
same
got
thing.
chicken and vegetables.
Turkey.
Chicken, beans,
I
tomato.
don't really like turkey.
Low. What you got? What you learned, baby?
I learned we are family.
All right. Low bullshit. All right.
Oh, my earring.
What did you learn?
Man, I learned the same thing I learn every week. I have a dope ass ensemble of people here, and I really appreciate y'all's perspectives and opinions on everything. So thank y'all so much, man. Please like, subscribe, share. This is Shop Talk NC. I'm your man 58 South.
What's your girl, CeeLo?
Shauna the socialite.
Be Mac.
Appreciate y'all, and we out. One word.
2 times. 3 times.
17 times.
3 times.
He
Peace.
can't read,
Peace.
Shit be.
add,
Peace.
spell, none of that. But we love y'all.
I know that shit.